Tonight on KVR News, how a delay in student government results can take a toll on candidates' campaigns.
Find out what some Longhorns seek in a Democratic presidential candidate.
And see what UT students say about guns in classrooms.
You're watching KVR News, your leader for live, local UT coverage.
Broadcasting live from the Texas Student Television Studios at the University of Texas. You're watching KVR News at 9, Austin's leader for live local UT coverage. Your news starts right now.
Good evening and welcome back to KVR News for Monday, March 7th. I'm Cinnamon Cornell.
And I'm Triolo. Thanks for joining us.
This weekend, GOP candidates Senator Ted Cruz and Donald Trump split wins in the Republican primaries. Trump won races in Louisiana and Kentucky, despite former presidential nominee Mitt Romney's plea to voters. On Thursday, Romney denounced the frontrunner and said Trump does not represent the Republican Party. Many conservatives have supported Romney, including U.S. Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan.
But Trump was not the only winner this weekend. Senator Ted Cruz won caucuses in Kansas and Maine. Florida Senator Marco Rubio received the most votes in Puerto Rico, giving him some momentum before he battles for his home state of Florida on March 15th. Senator Bernie Sanders is also exceeding expectations. The Vermont senator secured wins in Nebraska and Kansas primaries, while Clinton won Louisiana. The Democratic debate hosted on CNN last night showed there's still a battle for the Democratic nomination. Right here on campus, some students feel the burn, while others rally for Hillary. We took to the historical liberal UT campus to see how students are choosing their nominee. As the presidential election draws closer, Democratic students are advocating for change.
Women have been oppressed. Minority people have been oppressed.
Students fight for their candidate who they think goes beyond the status quo.
Girls run the world, so it's like we need a woman in office.
Nearly 1 week after Super Tuesday, Democratic students anxiously await the results of the remaining primaries.
I feel like I've been in the fourth quarter of watching my favorite football team play for like the past 2-3 months.
They hope to see their favorite candidate become the presidential nominee, but deciding who to vote for is not that simple.
It's difficult for people to really get down to the root of these issues.
And the debate on campus continues, Bernie or Hillary.
People are disgusted with Hillary Clinton, and especially as this campaign has gone along, she's getting worse and worse and worse.
Flores, a fellow Students for Bernie member, feels Clinton epitomizes the lack of interest to the issues millennials value most.
Why would you support a candidate who tells you to settle for less? Who tells you that you can't have all these things that you want and need in order to achieve equality?
DePaz takes it even further.
When I hear about friends that I respect voting for Hillary Clinton, it hurts me. It actually hurts my heart.
But Hillary voters see Bernie as a pipe dream.
Bernie is just a lot more very severe in all of his policies.
Despite Hillary's obvious attraction of becoming the first woman president, not all of her supporters think she's the perfect match.
I'm not saying that like her policies are awesome, but at the same time, at least she knows how to like carry herself in a kind of appropriate way.
Campus-wide election results were announced Thursday, except for Executive Alliance. The results for student government president and vice president are still unknown. The delay comes after Supreme Court decisions during campaigning were called into question. Tanner Long, student government speaker of the Assembly, complained about decisions by the Supreme Court about early campaign restrictions, possibly hurting some campaigns. The Election Supervisory Board said Long's move to impeach UT Court Justice Zach Stone has delayed the release of the results. New UT Dallas president Richard Benson is against campus carry. Benson was elected last Monday and will begin his tenure as president during the 2016-2017 school year. Too late to help writers UTD's campus carry laws. The campus carry debate is a personal issue to Benson. He was attending a conference in Puerto Rico as an engineering dean of Virginia Tech during the 2007 mass shooting that left 33 dead. Benson worries that guns on campus could make students more prone to suicide or accidental shooting. Furthermore, Benson believes campus carry could interfere with faculty retention, as many professors oppose the idea of guns on campus. With campus carry being a hot topic in Texas, we went and asked UT students if they had a permit. Would they bring a handgun to campus when the law goes into effect August 1st?
If I had a permit, I would carry, but that being said, I don't really think a university is the place for open carry. Concealed carry, absolutely, but not open carry.
I'm just like against it, I guess. I don't think it's really like, I don't know, with so many shootings and stuff in schools, I just don't feel comfortable with that.
I would, because I want to make sure that I'm protected if other people are bringing guns on campus.
If I did have one, I wouldn't take it to campus just because I think it's an environment where people should feel safe and comfortable.
No, I wouldn't carry a gun. I consider myself a pacifist. I don't even eat meat. I don't know why I would need to carry a gun.
Yeah, I guess I would, because at that point, if I already had a gun, I might as well bring it into a place that I'm allowed to carry it in.
I don't own a gun. I don't think most people do. So I don't, anyway, what I was saying was campus carry in general, it's really affecting, people that are really passionate about this gun thing anyway. But yeah, I personally wouldn't.
Nike and the Kenyan Athletics Federation are in some hot water after money has disappeared. The sports company has had an agreement with Athletics Kenya for over 20 years, in which they would pay money to the athletics to wear their gear. After Ling Ning, a Chinese company, made a competitive offer, Nike allegedly paid out hundreds and thousands in commitment bonuses on top of the 1.3 to 1.5 million pay already. This money was taken out of the federation's bank account by many Kenyan officials and kept off the books. After an extensive investigation, 3 Kenyan athletic officials accused have been suspended. Nike has been asked to provide more information but has refused. California lawmaker Evan Lowe recently proposed a bill that would ban government-funded travel to states that were deemed as discriminatory against sexual orientation and gender identity. This proposed bill was prompted by a Religious Freedom and Restoration Act that was signed by Indiana in 2015. The Religious Freedom and Restoration Act has California lawmakers and critics saying that it will allow businesses to discriminate against employees based on sexual orientation and gender expressions.
Coming up next, find out how UT is helping save lives one pump at a time.
And a nonprofit gives a helping hand to the Austin Independent School District.
Stay tuned for more KVR News.
You're watching KVR News at 9. Your campus, your news.
Now for some tragic news. Yesterday, former First Lady Nancy Reagan died of congestive heart failure. She was found in her Los Angeles home at 94 years old. She will be buried next to her husband at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in Simi Valley, California. The University of Texas at Austin has held its annual mass CPR class in the Gregory Gymnasium. Our Romina Leon has gone out to the class to find out more.
Only around 30% of Americans know what to do when faced with a cardiac emergency. The American Red Cross Club at UT Austin held a mass CPR class to teach students these life-saving procedures. These include CPR, first aid, and AED for a fee of $27.
This is more of a bystander solution, so that way more people can be able to help those in need if they're not professionals in the healthcare industry.
The event was provided as a convenient way for students to become CPR certified. This year, the event was held here at Gregory Gym. The 5-hour program included a presentation, videos, and discussion among the group. Afterwards, the students and faculty were able to do hands-on training with mannequins.
I've actually had to use CPR on a person and had to do the Heimlich maneuver on like a child who was choking, and their parent just totally freaked out.
The training included information on consent, the differences between adult and child first aid procedures, and instructed the students and faculty how to act during an emergency.
So in this case, we're just trying to get people more confident in their skills so that when those situations do arise, they're more comfortable acting it out, and it just gives people a better chance at life.
The coordinators encourage all students to learn about CPR. 4 out of 5 cardiac arrest cases take place at home. Students who have participated in this class have been able to use this skill in real-life settings to save their loved ones. Romina Leon, KVR News.
Jack Wheel, a federal immigration judge, has asserted that 3- and 4-year-old children facing deportation are capable of defending themselves in court hearings. Wheel, who is based in Virginia, is responsible for training other judges. Unlike in felony criminal cases, these children do not have the right to appointed counsel. However, in February, Senate Minority Leader Harry Reid proposed a bill mandating government-appointed lawyers for children in immigration court who had crossed the border alone or are victims of other distress.
A newly launched nonprofit organization, Supply the Teachers, received $1.4 million worth of supplies from 3M, a global innovation company, to provide teachers with necessary school supplies. We found out more on how this donation addresses the issue of teachers paying out of pocket to educate their students. Austin Independent School District is the largest school district in Central Texas, serving more than 83,000 students. On average, teachers spend $250 per year out of pocket for school supplies to educate their students.
I feel like I pay out of pocket for something at least once a week.
A biology teacher at Crockett High School, Shanna King, says despite receiving funding from the school district, she still pays out of pocket for supplies for her students. A new nonprofit organization, Supply the Teachers, provides teachers with the tools they need in the classroom.
I was like, what is this box of stuff? And they're rolling carts of boxes down the hallway. And I open it, and it's like pretty tape and Post-its. Like how excited I got over some Post-it notes was kind of crazy.
Supply the Teachers distributed over 6,000 boxes of school supplies to every teacher in AISD, including the teachers of Crockett High School. Supplies range from sticky notes to washi tape. With 130 schools in the district, there were a lot of supplies to go around. The organization received $1.4 million worth of supplies from 3M. The donation is one of many steps to help teachers of the Austin community.
The importance of Supply the Teachers is to get the entire community that the district serves involved.
9 out of 10 teachers reportedly spend their own money on classroom supplies. With support from community volunteers, Supply the Teachers transformed 80 pallets of supplies into gift boxes for the teachers.
I think what it really means is to show the teachers that they have support in the community.
Amplify Austin is back for its 4th year with its day-long donation spree to raise money for local nonprofits that service Central Texans in need. Last year, the event raised over $7 million in online donations that funded basic needs, arts and culture, and animal care. This year, the event has set a goal of raising $9 million and will expand the reach to more than 600 organizations across 7 countries. Participating nonprofits will also be hosting individual fundraisers with an entry fee of $10 kicking off on Tuesday, March 8th that will benefit the Austin Humane Society, Boys and Girls Club of the Austin area, and Austin Children's Choir. Donations can be made for 24 hours starting at 6 p.m. tomorrow, March 8th. A recently released study may jeopardize Austin's title as the live music capital of the world. We go to Sierra Juarez for the story.
A report from Austin Music People and local firm TXP Inc. reveals that within the last 4 years, nearly 1,200 jobs were lost in Austin's local music industry. Local venues and musicians are striving to continue Austin's legacy of local music. However, Mayor Adler is ensuring the local music industry that they will not be faced with this task alone.
I think a lot of people are going to have to move out. They already are moving out. I don't know how that'll change the quality of the art, but I do think eventually that will mess up the economy in general.
Mayor Adler is introducing an Austin Music and Creative Ecosystem Resolution. His task is to focus on the housing affordability crisis in Austin and to take a look at some of the effects of large commercialized music venues such as the extra weekend of ACL.
The complaint is that everything's getting more and more commercialized, but what I think that means is that things are just going to shift and move. It just means that now East 6th and East 12th, are going to be where more experimental music is playing, and downtown's going to be more and more mainstream.
Mayor Adler plans to continue convening with people in the local music and arts sector. The city manager is to come to council within the next 90 days with a prioritized action plan. Sierra Juarez, KVR News.
So this past weekend, temperatures were so warm It was a bit humid, but I do have to say it was nice weather for those visiting the campus during Explore UT on Saturday.
I know, these temperatures just keep rising, but today was quite different. We had a lot of wind and even some rain this morning.
Yeah, it might not be the best weather with spring break coming up, but our Jina Chung can tell us if these temps will last. Jina, what temperatures can we expect to see?
Thank you, Phenomenal Alley. It looks like we're in for some showers and thunderstorms this week. I'll have tests coming up on KVR News.
Have a news tip or story idea? Call the KVR News tip line, 475-8181.
Welcome back to KVR News. A storm is moving through central Texas, potentially bringing rounds of severe weather. Today's high was 75 degrees, with the winds gusting at 15 miles per hour. Tonight, those winds will gust as high as 25 miles per hour, and the temperatures are projected to drop around 67 degrees. Tomorrow, we can expect showers and thunderstorms before 7 a.m. and after 7 p.m. The day will be mostly cloudy with a high near 81 degrees and a low of 61 degrees. The winds may gust as high as 20 miles per hour. Wednesday has a 100% chance of precipitation, mainly before 1 p.m. Some of the storms will be severe and produce heavy rainfall. The high will be near 74 and the low will be around 58 degrees. Thursday, we will see a partly sunny sky with a high of 74 and a low around 53. On both Thursday and Friday, we will have a 50% chance of rain. Friday's high will be near 71 with a low around 52. The rainy week will trickle to a close by Saturday. Saturday will be mostly sunny with a high near 76 and a low around 56. We will end the week on Sunday with mostly clear skies with a high near 82 and a low of 57 degrees. Have an umbrella handy this week and be sure to plan accordingly for your spring break plans. Live in the Weather Center, Jina Chung, KVR News.
Thanks, Jina.
College Press Box's Luke Hendry will be in the studio to talk Longhorn sports after the break. Stay tuned.
Now, KVR News at 9 Sports.
Welcome back to KVR News. I'm College Press Box Luke Hendry. The Longhorn baseball team faced top-ranked California in a series at home over the weekend. The Golden Bears swept the 4-game series with the help of their top pitcher, Dalton Jeffries. College Press Box baseball expert Mark Skoll Jr. was at the game on Saturday. Skoll reported that despite the Horns' loss, there are so many positive takeaways for this Texas team.
The Texas Longhorns were forced to put on their rally caps late in Friday's game against Cal, and even with an impressive 3-run rally, Texas came up 1 run short.
I'm proud of the rally. I think that they competed very well against very good pitching, and I thought it was a significantly better game than last night, and maybe our best quality game of the entire season against that level of pitching.
The mood definitely is, I mean, we're a little down right now, but I mean, I'm not worried about it. We actually played a really good game tonight. A couple of mistakes out in the field, but I mean, honestly, we were right there with them the whole time, facing a really good pitcher, one of the best in the country, and we had some good at-bats. But definitely, we're a little down, but we'll come out next game and be all right.
While Texas came out flat against Cal, Coach Augie Garrido said that there are too many positives to take away from the game despite the negative outcome.
There are so many things to be excited about, and the loss has a tendency to erase all the good things that happen. But I'm not going to let it go there. It's my responsibility to make sure they see those positives. I'm the one that has to take the eraser and go, we lost, let's get it off the board, and replace it with the truth about all the positives that were brought into the game tonight.
Definitely, you always want the result, but Augie preaches stay in the process. Just stay with it. Things going your way. Just keep grinding, and it will turn out all right.
Mark Skoll Jr., College Press Box.
The Texas men's basketball team will begin postseason play this Thursday against Baylor in the Big 12 tournament. The Horns enter the conference tournament as the number 4 ranked seed and an overall record of 20-11 and a Big 12 conference record of 11-7. During the first encounter in Waco, the Horns upset the Bears, coming out strong and hungry for victory. However, at their most recent contest, Baylor came into Austin looking for revenge against the Horns. Sure enough, they got it. Baylor not only won, but also led the game by 22 points with 6 minutes remaining before coasting in for a 14-point victory. For the upcoming game against Baylor, the Horns will need to be explosive early and take control in the paint. One thing for sure is it will be a battle in Kansas City between both teams.
So in other big news going on in sports, Broncos quarterback Peyton Manning is retiring. So what does this mean for his team, and what's the legacy that he's leaving behind?
Well, Peyton Manning is no doubt a legend of the game. He showed greatness on the field, but more importantly, professionalism outside the field. And if you haven't gotten a chance to see his retirement speech, I recommend all to go check it out. But as for the Broncos, they're bringing in backup quarterback Brock Osweiler. We saw what he did last year during Peyton's midseason injuries. He's going to be great for the Broncos next year.
Well, I'm sure fans would love to hear that. All right, well, thanks, Luke. And now our Romina Leon has your entertainment news. What's going on in Hollywood?
The Zootopia premiere breaks debut history, and you Downton Abbey fans might be sad that the show has come to an end. But can we expect a movie in the works? And find out why the Ghostbusters trailer is causing some controversy on social media. Be sure to stick around for more KVR news.
You're watching KVR News at 9. Your campus, your news.
The Disney animated film Zootopia topped the box office, surpassing the film Deadpool, which claimed the #1 spot since its release. Zootopia claimed the title of the biggest Disney animation debut at $74 million in revenue. The previous title holder was Frozen, which held a record of $67 million. Zootopia is also the 4th biggest U.S. March release in history. The movie touches on subjects such as bigotry and racism by metaphorically using different animal species to illustrate these issues. The film's success is projected to continue, as there are no other competitors in family-oriented movies until the release of The Jungle Book in April. Did Lady Edith finally find love? You'll have to find out for yourselves. Last night, the series finale of Downton Abbey aired here in America. The beloved show about a British aristocratic family set during the early 1900s lasted 6 seasons and brought new fans and critical acclaim to the PBS network. The series creator, Julian Fellows, said he tried to create an ending that wasn't too tidy, but I did want a sense of warmth. Fans are hoping for a movie to extend the storyline further in the future, but as of right now, no definite plans are in the works. With its release last Thursday, the first trailer for Ghostbusters created controversy for Leslie Jones's character. While the other 3 main characters are cast as scientists, her character is seen in the trailer as a New York City subway worker. Many found this to be racist. Jones tweeted at critics defending her role, saying, "Why can't I be a regular person, be a good Ghostbuster?" The Ghostbusters reboot is set to be in theaters on July 15th. Well, that's all for your entertainment news. Be sure to follow us on Twitter for updates at KVR News ENT.
Thanks, Romina, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Cinnamon Cornell. For news and weather updates throughout the week, you can follow us on Twitter at KVR News.
And I'm Triolo. Stay tuned for College Press Box up next on Texas Student Television. Have a great night.